after such a violent finish like that over Jessica Rose Clark?
Thank you very much. I just enjoy that moment a lot, and I'm so happy that finally everything that we were planning we made it in the cage, and last 2 years was kind of hard for me, very, very hard actually. Since I got to UFC, I was not able to put myself together because I was pressing myself too much. And on the moment when I lost for my last fight, I was just like, damn, what I'm doing. And we were talking a lot with my coach, and we decided to make some changes in my training, and mostly it was about my mentality, and almost my training was just focused on being confident in my skills and being confident in myself. Because before, every time when I got to UFC, I was just overpressing myself. You know, like I'm the first Lithuanian, I'm the first, not Lithuanian, but the girl from Lithuania and the fighter from Lithuania all. And I always wanted to prove that it's possible to be training in Lithuania, in my home country, and to get to the highest level and to win in the highest level. And every time those words was just overpressing me. And I think that stuff was very bad for me. And on that fight preparation, we just decided, just get it off, enjoy the moment. Remember, I was remembering a lot about my mentality, how I used to fight in the past. And you know, in the past I used to say that I'm in martial arts because I love it. I love it with all my heart. I love it so badly. I changed fully my life. I was able to live normal life. Like I have education in our profession. I could live normal life and be happy with that. But I smashed it all on the side, and I'm living the fighter's life now. And for me, it always was like just enjoy the moment, enjoy that you are doing what you love. And the wins are just bonuses. The wins, the belts, and so on. And with that mentality I came here. Just enjoy the moment. Enjoy that you are in the biggest stage of UFC. Enjoy that you're in this huge arena, in this huge event of the year. And just show who the hell you are.
Well, you mentioned everything that you guys had planned came together in the octagon. Were you expecting her to come out that aggressive early? Because it looked like you guys were striking at first, and then you level changed. So right when it hit the octagon, did you know I'm going to grab this armbar right away?
You know, like, we were expecting a couple of things. Yeah, that she will be aggressive in her striking for sure. And she wasn't straight away. She still was looking for some stuff. It wasn't like first, second, and the strikes. She still was looking for her moment, and she just used my mistake. And yeah, actually a couple of punches I got, they was pretty good, but thanks God I was able to deal with it, just like level changed and did my job.
And your victory is the second fastest submission in the UFC Women's Bantamweight history. So what do you make of that record?
That's amazing. I just heard it in the course of it, like, on another interview. They told me that, and I was shocked. You know, like, to be able to do such a fast submissions, it's not a surprise for me by myself, but to be able to do that in the UFC, that's a different story.
Have you ever broken someone's arm like that before?
You know, I'm fighting for a lot of years. I'm in the fight business for 16 years. I'm in mixed martial arts for 17 years. And I had a couple of fights in MMA, a couple of fights in Jiu-Jitsu where I do regret that I did it too soft. And those like moments when I lost those submissions, they teach me to smack it until the referee is not stopping. And this is what I'm doing now every time when I'm getting submission. If I get submission, I'm gonna snack it until the referee will stop. Of course, I don't want to injure my opponents and so on, but it's up to them when to tap. And if she's not tapping, I'm gonna do my work.
You have a lot of submission victories already in your career, but how much did you take away from Jessica Rose Clark's loss to Stephanie Egger in her last fight? It was also a first-round submission loss.
Sorry,
So Jessica's last fight was also a first-round armbar loss. Did you take away a lot from that fight going into your fight with Jessica Rose Clark?
You know, my style and Stephanie's style is kind of different. She is judoka. I know her pretty well because we fought in jiu-jitsu with her. I think our style, the style, how we catch submissions, how we take people down are different, so I could not take that completely. But the thing that I already knew that she lost in the past by armbar, it gave me more confidence that I can do that on her for sure. Yeah.
And I know we're just coming off a quick win, but any idea when you'd like to have your next fight? When would you like to get back in there?
My only wish now is to stay in the UFC. You know, I understand my position right now. I have 3 losses in the past, and the only thing that I want now is to stay in the UFC. That's it. So who to fight next, I don't care.
Okay, and just last thing for me, is there any fun matchups in the division that you're looking at as far as the next opponent? You said it there, you're not going to call anyone out or anything, but you look at the division and say, hey, that would be a really fun fight.
I never choose opponents. Every time, whatever UFC is bringing me on the table, I always take those fights. I took the fights, you know, if to look who I fought before, I was going from the top to the bottom. And I never passed my fights. I got number 8 Kunitska on my first fight with 9 days notice. I got later number 15, and the third fight was against ex-contender, title contender. That's a tough fight for sure. All the 3 fights are tough, and I never said no for any fight in my whole career, and I don't care who they're gonna give me.
You said you're living a fighter's, just over here, you said you're living a fighter's lifestyle now. How has that affected you mentally and physically going into this Saturday?
I'm living fighter's life for a long time, actually. So if to know my story is that in 2011 I finished school and I came to Kaunas, to our city from my hometown, for my studies in dental hygiene. And I was studying for 4 years dental hygiene here, and during those years I met my coach Donato Suktveris. And he actually made me MMA fighter. I already had background for 6 years in karate, but he completely changed all my striking. He built my jiu-jitsu from beginning. Basically, he made me MMA fighter. Everything that I know right now. He even needed to change a lot. And the thing is, after 4 years of studying, I had my degree, I could have a good life and everything, and I decided I cannot fight and do something else. I will not be successful. On those years, my record was pretty bad, because I was losing fights. I lost 2 fights in a row because I could not focus just on fighting. And things got my parents are so supportive to me, and they were helping me through a lot of years. Basically, until I did not get to UFC, they were helping me not only emotionally but financially through all my years. On the gap when I was out from UFC after the TAF, and I was able to come back to UFC, they also supported me financially. So, you know, this is important for me to be here also, so I can live my life fully, and I cannot feel the shame that I'm still taking money from my parents. And yeah.
Does that make this victory, you know, a little bit sweeter for you then, you know, given your background and your story?
Oh yeah, for sure. We have a long story. I'm doing that so much with, especially with my coach. That's such a long story. I'm telling you, during the last. Since February, we were talking so much and we were remembering so many stories. I think I should write a book one day. I think every fighter is telling that, but yeah, I have a lot of what to tell. I cannot tell that just in one sentence.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, right here. In the back. Obviously getting this quick victory, how do you plan to celebrate? Obviously you got the win early in the night.
my best friend Tabata Ricci, she's a UFC fighter also. that's my party girl, so we're gonna celebrate for sure. Trust me.
Congrats.
And I really want to watch you all card, so yeah. Thank you very much for everything.